Hey there, Joe DeSanto here. Thanks for joining me again in another video. Okay, so this video it's kind of a follow-up video to a recent video I made about how to sign up for Gusto. After you do the setup I walk you through in that other video I mentioned, you'll end up in your Gusto account portal. I just wanted to walk you through what that looks like and answer a few questions that you might be thinking in your head. I use Gusto Payroll for myself, my own consulting S-Corp. I have to run an annual payroll for myself every year. That's part of the requirement of having an S-Corp, so I use Gusto for that. All my clients that I help as a business manager, meaning they're individuals like myself with S-Corps, I help them get their annual payroll done using Gusto. So we're going to dive in here, and I'm just going to do a little walkthrough of what the Gusto portal looks like. First thing you see here is, hooray, you're ready to run payroll. You can actually get your whole account going and get it ready to run payroll, but you do not get charged, nor will you get charged if you do not actually run a payroll. So that's why it says here, you're ready to run payroll. Now, it has a payroll period here, and this is the payroll period we entered. If you had employees and use Gusto, you might be paying people every 2 weeks. As a consultant S-Corp, I'm doing a payroll for myself and most of my clients just once per year, but it encompasses the whole year. And we set that up as in that previous video. And that's why it says run payroll for January 1st to December 31st, 2025. It's for the whole year. So here you can choose just to close this because, obviously this is your intention and we'll see if you end up doing it. But otherwise, you end up here. Now, the Gusto portal will always usually have a bunch of tasks here. And honestly, in addition to tasks, it might really be giving you suggestions for services that Gusto offers. But it also might be like one task is it's time to run payroll. We have a schedule of run payroll a year and run it around the 20th of December. So this prompt here is to get going and running that payroll. Now I have another video where I run an annual payroll for myself and I walk you through how to do that and all the ins and outs of that. So I'll put that link in the description. Add a required retirement plan. And then it says state law may require companies to offer retirement plans. Now, this corp here is a California corp. And in California, they recently enacted a law where if you have 5 or more employees, you have to have a retirement plan of some kind for them. Retirement plan being like a 401k. If you don't want to do something as complicated as that, the state offers like a basic retirement plan you can sign up for. So this is the reason why they're saying this to me here. Not untrue, but does not, it's not relevant for me because I'm a single owner. It might also tell you that, hey, you might need workers' compensation insurance. That, again, is a state-based requirement. Some states require you to have it only if you have more than one employee. Like in California, you are not required to have it if you are the only employee of your company and you're the owner, because you can get workers' compensation insurance but exclude yourself as an owner. However, I will say that oftentimes your customers will require you to have workers' compensation insurance anyway, because if you did and you had subcontractors work under you, even if they're not employees, but they're independent contractors, workers' comp would extend to them, and your customer may want that level of protection and require you to have it. So you might get a request from your customers to prove that, one, you have workers' comp or general liability or whatever. You'll probably get notices about, hey, maybe you should have a health insurance plan. And if you want one, Gusto can help you create that and set one up for you. So Gusto it's not only does this payroll, but it's an insurance broker. It offers a solo 401k product that it could help you sign up for. It can help you administer and manage your benefits for employees. And it is essentially always trying to sign you up to do more with it. Just a heads up, it's probably going to prompt you for a bunch of things that are not relevant for you and you can just, close those things out. It might also ask you to identify your 2% shareholders. We went through that identification process in the setup, but if for some reason it didn't register, there was any issue there, it might ask you to do that again. If it does, just follow along and do it. Over here, you're going to see, especially if you used my link, which not only gives me a small commission, but it gives you a benefit as well. It says here, you've been referred, get $100 after you run your first payroll. So when I mentioned that, hey, if you use my link, you'll get $100. Once you run the payroll, you will get charged for your first month of Gusto, but you will also get the $100 Visa gift card. So it pays for a couple months of the service. So that's the dashboard, so to speak. And then over here, you have your menu. Now, in these series of menus, you'll be able to do everything you need to do and more in regards to using Gusto for your payroll. And one of those things is to run payroll or pay people. So if you go to pay, you're going to see your basic scheduled payroll here, but there are some other options here. I'm going to particularly talk about running off-cycle payroll. So if you actually, had employees beyond yourself and you wanted to run a bonus payroll, you would run that as an off-cycle, meaning like your standard cycle is every 2 weeks. But if you need to issue someone an additional check for whatever reason, you would do an off-cycle payroll. There's the option here of an extra payroll. Like they have a little icon here that's a gift. So maybe they would recommend you use this for a bonus and then you use this for some other purpose. So if you do have to run a bonus or some other payroll, maybe just double check with support, which is the best way to do it. But that's what those things are. Now, these here are if you want to pay contractors using Gusto. When I mean that, I mean independent contractors that are not on W-2 payroll. These are people that you would generally just cut a check for, or maybe you pay with ACH or wire or something like that. You can use Gusto to pay those people. And the benefit of doing that is that Gusto will help you get your 1099s done at the end of the year. Of course, for the regular payroll, it sends out your W-2s. But if you pay your independent contractors with Gusto as well, they will send out the 1099s for you. I will say, though, that I think the fee for the Gusto contractor payments is kind of high. I think it's like $6 a person a month. And so that's what, $72 per year for them to do 1099. And a lot of times you can either use a 1099 service like Tax 1099, which I have a video on, or if you use QuickBooks, QuickBooks has a really easy to use 1099 thing built within it. So I don't use it for contractors, but some people do. So yeah, so you can see your pay history in there. Gusto, when you have more than one employee or you have people running payroll, you can have different approval processes set up. There's all sorts of things you can set up if your payroll is more complicated and you need to do lots of different groupings of people, or if you're going to sync with like QuickBooks, you can map all the information that happens in the payroll over there. I won't go into all those details, but over here in these settings, there is a lot of options. Now, reports is what it sounds like. You can do reports about the payroll you have run. Payroll summary reports. You could do reports about taxes you've paid. There's a litany of reports, most of which you're not going to really need to do. I mean, the times that you would really need these reports is often if you have workers' compensation insurance and you have to do it, annually, they ask you for an audit. You might have to run a report to get payroll information from a certain period of time. But if you don't have like workers' comp and you don't have a 401k and you don't have all these things that would require lots of reporting and it's just you're generally not going to be going in here. Taxes and compliance. So this is where you would put in your state tax unemployment in, our state tax ID number. We went over that in the previous video, so it's already done in here. But if you had to change that, you would come over in here. Now, tax documents, as I've talked about many times in other payroll-related videos, the reason you use payroll service is because you have to do this annual payroll, but also because you're doing payroll, you have to file quarterly payroll tax returns, even if you don't run payroll in a quarter. So Gusto files all those forms for you. That's part of what you're paying for with the service. And then it provides you with copies of all those filings over here in the tax documents area under federal filings, state filings, and then at the end of the year, it prepares all the W-2s for your employees. In the case of you, just as a single owner S-Corp, the only W-2 that's going to be in here is for you, but you do need to give that to your CPA. It'll also give you like a package of like the W-2s and the W-3, which is another form your CPA will need. And then, as I mentioned with the contractors, if you're using it for that purpose, your contractor 1099s will be here. Tax credits is, you may have heard of an R&D tax credit. It's a whole, basically, tax credit you can apply for with the federal government under, for certain things. Gusto has a service where it helps you put that application together, and it takes a percentage of your tax credit for that. So that's probably not going to be relevant for most people, but Gusto, like I said, does lots of other things besides just the payroll. Report a notice is if you get in the mail a notice from the IRS or the state regarding payroll, and most likely you're going to be like, what is this? And they're always ominous and whatever. You can scan it and send it into Gusto, and they will review it and advise you on what to do if anything needs to be done. Over here, there's this business insurance area. Of course, like I said, Gusto is also an insurance broker. They'll help you get general liability, workers' comp, professional liability insurance, and essentially be your broker. They help you get the policy, and they take their percentage commission just like any insurance broker. You may want these. Generally, none of them are required unless they're required by your customers, or in the case that you have employees, workers' comp, it may be required by your state. I personally, just for whatever it's worth, I have a general liability policy. I have a professional liability policy because some of my customers require that I have that. I don't have workers' comp. And I don't have a business owner policy. But anyway, you can help, get your policies set up there. Now, time and attendance is an area where if you had employees and you had a time off policy like paid vacation or paid holiday or paid sick time, you can track all that in Gusto, of course, and then apply people's accrued time to their paycheck and stuff. So Gusto has a whole system for that. So you pay sick holiday pay. If you don't have employees, obviously you're not worrying about that. But if you grow, it's all in here, and it's actually pretty sophisticated, and the employees can enter in their hours remotely through an app and all that. And then that's what time tracking is. I jumped ahead there, but you can have your employees enter all their time for regular time and overtime and all that. Let's see. This is new. Plan and manage team schedules. I didn't know that this is a new thing, so that's neat. The benefits area is where you would enter in the information if you had a retirement plan for your employees, if you had medical or dental, if you had a health savings plan. You would enter in all that stuff into your payroll setup so that when payroll is run, all the proper deductions would happen out of employees' paychecks and so on. So through payroll, obviously, you pay in payroll taxes and all that, but if you had employees in there, you're taking deductions for certain benefits, it would all happen through here. Let's see, documents. So we went through this in that setup process, but for yourself as an employee, we filled out a W-4. We didn't do a direct deposit because, as you saw from that video, when you pay yourself, you're generally not giving yourself the net of the pay. But anyway, these are various documents you may give out to employees to fill out for whatever reason. Okay, so money, bill pay, and invoicing. This is new, but apparently you can do AR and AP through Gusto. Now, honestly, accounts payable, meaning you pay vendors, that sort of interlinks with you paying contractors. So I guess it sort of makes sense that you could enter contractors' bills in here and then queue payments. You can also enter your invoices to your customers through here and probably have them be able to pay through credit card, I would imagine. I do all that through my accounting software, my bookkeeping software, so I wouldn't use Gusto for that, but maybe it would be beneficial for you. I use Quicken Home and Business, and it has an invoicing feature in it, so I can send invoices there, but not all like lower end accounting systems have invoices, so maybe you would take advantage of it. People are essentially your employees, so you have yourself in here as an employee. Of course, you're going to run payroll for yourself, but if you add employees, you would add them in here. Gusto would help you file the appropriate new employee hire paperwork. It would help you have that employee fill out their W-4 and I-9 all remotely. The employee would get a portal for them as the employee. That's where their paycheck stub would go in their paycheck stub history. They would have copies of all the stuff they filled out for you there. Their W-2 would get delivered to their portal, and then they can sign in with their own user and password and get all that stuff. If you use Gusto for time tracking or 401k or whatever, all that info would be available to the employee in their portal. Let's see, there's some preferences in here. You can change name of the company, signatory. You can change your tax account info, but that's also redundant from taxes and compliance. Plan and billing, you can change your plan, what plan you're on. You can change the bank account that you're using to both pay the bill and also have the taxes deducted from, your basic settings, and so on. Up here, you have this menu. So as the owner and both the employer and the employee, you have the option to switch to the employee profile for yourself if you wanted to or needed to, which you generally don't. But that's what that means. Being this person is both the employer and the employee, they in essence have two profiles with the same username and password. Actually, why don't we just go over to the employee profile and see how it's slightly different. This is what that looks like. You have a home, you have my profile info, you have my pay, wallet, benefits. Basically, this is you as the employee get to see just the information in here that is relevant to you as the employee, not the employer. And if you added employees to your business, this is what they would see when they logged in, and they would get obviously just the information that's relevant to them. Okay, so there you go. That's a little walkthrough of what Gusto looks like once you sign up. Now, inevitably, we are going to run this payroll coming up here soon, probably in another couple weeks. So we will get this step out of the way, and then this client will then be running payroll. Gusto will file the first quarterly tax returns for Q4 2025, which is what we want because we're running payroll for 2025. You'll probably get hit with the first monthly fee for Gusto on the day you run the payroll. That's probably when you register, and then you'll get hit for that fee out of your bank account once a month. And paying that fee is important even if you don't run payroll, because you need Gusto to file those quarterly payroll tax returns with the state and the IRS. So there you go. That's the follow-up to the sign-up video, and I'll see you in another video at some point, hopefully. Talk to you later.